Everybody. This is Joanne Marime from Joanne Marime Coaching LLC. Very nice to meet you. If this is the very first time you are on my channel, welcome. You are in the right place. So you might be saying, who is this girl and why is she talking to me and why does she think that she can tell me anything about my career? I help ambitious professionals land their dream jobs, make more money, and lead fulfilling lives. So my story started just like yours. I was broke. I had no idea how to look for a job for at least a good 10 years. And you know what? I cracked the code. I've been able to help thousands of individuals just like you who are ambitious career professionals to land their dream jobs, to make more money, and to lead fulfilling lives. So I've made it my mission to demystify this amazing thing called job hunting, because 2025 is upon us, and I am telling you folks, it's a difficult season when it comes to job hunting. But I'm here, your girl is here to demystify everything. So let's jump right in. On my story, I have been able to work at top companies across the globe. I've worked at ExxonMobil, which is the biggest oil and gas company in the world. I've been able to work at Amazon, and now I work at Microsoft. I'm a techie, I'm a software engineer, but at the same time, I am extremely passionate about demystifying and debunking this tech industry and any other industry. I've been in finance, I've been in banking, I've done so many different things in my career, and most importantly, I've helped thousands of people just like you to crack the code in corporate America and across the globe. Okay, so today I want us to talk about how to nail your next interview. Now, there is a simple mistake that people normally make. You go into an interview, you are extremely confident, and that's a good thing. But you at the same time are not actually appearing as you would like to appear in front of the hiring manager. One of the tips that I want to give you today will ensure that on your next interview, you ace it. Now, let's say that you go into an interview and one of the questions you're always going to be asked to begin with is going to be, tell me about yourself, or walk me through your resume, or a version of that. This is a question you cannot escape. Now, if you'd like to know how to answer this particular question, I will link in the description below a free template which can help you craft an answer. It's very simple. You simply start with talking about your current role. What do you call yourself right now, right? Are you a software engineer? Are you a finance manager? Whatever it is, start with that. And then the second step is to ensure that you chronologically walk this person, the interviewer, back through your resume. So you start from the front, the most recent experience, and reverse chronologically walk back up to at least 3 of your last experiences. Don't go way further than that. Should be more than enough. Make sure the third thing that you will do then is to let them know why you're the best fit for this current role that they are advertising, right? Why this role? Why this company? Be extremely passionate. I will link that particular free template below. Go ahead, click on it. It's free, it's yours. This is a question that everybody gets asked. You should ace it and knock it out of the park. Now, what people do when answering this particular question, though, is that they just dig deep. They dive right in without really understanding what is it that this interviewer wants to get from me. So I'm going to teach you something that I call the consultative approach. Now, I will give you an example. There was a lady who was a sales lady, and this sales lady, she was not a sales lady, but she was interviewing for a sales role. And she'd worked in very many diverse industries before. And when I was listening to the hiring manager who gave me feedback afterwards, I've done a lot of hiring myself for my teams that I lead, but at the same time in different companies. So this was a colleague who interviewed her, and he told me, I love that lady. She doesn't have a traditional sales experience, but she has a consultative approach that I love. And I said, what do you mean? How do you know? He said, well, When I asked her, can you walk me through your resume? And your sales experience, she said, well, okay. I have a broad experience across a broad number of industries. Where would you like for me to start? So she asked a question back to the interviewer, right? And the interviewer was then able to tell her, oh, I would like you to walk me through this particular experience or in this particular company. That really, really made this interviewer feel like this was the right candidate for the role. So the one thing that I want you guys to do, most of us, what we do when we are in an interview because we are nervous, guess what we do? We go in, we start regurgitating every single experience we've ever had. No, narrow it down. It's okay to ask a consultative question. Be like a consultant. When a consultant comes to your job or your company, they ask a lot of questions. Why? Because they want to give you the best solution. So if you want to impress the next hiring manager, I want you to go in and have a consultative approach. So I'll give you a live example. If somebody says, hey, Joanne, can you walk me through your program management experience? Instead of me just diving in and saying, oh, I've worked with Jira, I've worked with a number of different softwares, and I've worked with in this and this and this different projects and programs and across different industries, I would follow up by saying, hey, that is a great question. I have such a broad experience in project management. Where would you like me to start? In which particular direction would you like me to go? So offer this person a menu. So you can say, hey, I've worked in the tech industry. I've worked in the finance industry. I've worked in the cloud, in the AI space. I've worked in the backend as a backend software engineer. Where would you like for me to start? So I've offered this person a menu of many different options, and then they can go ahead and tell me, oh, I actually want you to walk me through when you worked at Amazon, or walk me through when you worked in the cloud, or walk me through projects that you've done in oil and gas, or in finance. So that way, I'm not wasting my time telling them stuff that is irrelevant to what they're trying to find out. And at the same time, I'm eliminating the possibility of them saying I'm not the right candidate simply because I did not answer what they were looking for. So the other extra tip I want to tell you is that at the end of the interview, make sure that you ask questions. One of the things that I've seen that tank a lot of people who are interviewees is the fact that they don't ask questions. So folks, if you don't know what questions to ask, I will link another free template for you below that you can click on. Go ahead and see some of the questions that I expect you to ask, because people have literally landed jobs simply because they asked great questions. One of my recent clients in particular, who was looking for a software engineering role after being let go from a very amazing company at Dell, and she was interviewing, and one of the things she did well after going through my coaching class was to make sure she had amazing questions to ask the interviewers, and they walked off and they said, wow, this was amazing. The feedback she got later was, you are the only candidate that came in armed with a notebook, super ready, armed with questions to ask us, and literally walked us through a portfolio of the projects that you've done. So if you're interested in getting and landing your dream job, please go ahead and comment below with interested or career, and my team and I will reach out to you and we can see whether we are the right people to work together. But if not, I'll see you on the next video. God bless.